The Entropy Centre certainly isn't a game that was on my radar until this past week when it was recommended to me, and after playing it a bit I can certainly understand why people were saying it's giving them Portal vibes. With a world-ending event, a puzzle to solve, among other things along the way, it's turning out to be a rather interesting game. So getting into the settings, I'm 1280 by 800, borderless, I have VSync on, frame rate capped to 60 though, we will be going below that, FOVs at 100, texture quality is medium, low on everything else except for my view distance, quality, and off on motion blur. We'll talk more about performance a little bit later on, but first I want to kind of talk about the game just a little bit here as we get into it. You guys know I don't really review games here as much as performance, but I did want to say it's been quite a surprise to me how much I've kind of gotten hooked on this game in the past few days, and it's definitely going to stay on my deck for a little while. Anyways, when you go around here, you're going to want to look for these little personal computers. They're like collectibles and they have messages, but they also do things like open doors and stuff like that. They may do things later in the game as well. I just haven't gotten that far yet, but anyways, that's a cool little thing here. You kind of wake up here on the Entropy Center and you start walking around and you'll have some AI talking to you, and you basically wind up at this gun in the beginning, and this is a way to like control time and pick up objects and that type of thing. So not so much portals, but another idea here with the time control, and it's pretty cool even with a neat little AI.
Hello! Very nice to meet you. Why did you jump out at me like that? Apologies. I did not mean to startle you. I have just been inactive for a very long time. My name is Astra. I am a puzzle exercise assistant, or P for short. Wait, what?
Now, I thought this AI would get annoying, but so far in the first few hours of the game for me, it's actually helped break up the gameplay, and at times it can be pretty funny. It's pretty well done. There's other things to do, of course. Like I said, when you go through, you're going to be solving puzzles, so you might need to take something like a block, move it where it needs to go back and forth, and then you're going to go and move that again with the gun to kind of reverse time, take it back to where it was, drop it, open another door. There's different mechanics like this in the game to open different doorways and things like that that you'll have to solve. And of course, other things where you're turning back time to rebuild objects, clear doorways, and all that kind of stuff that I've gotten into so far. There's also going to be little bots and things and little fights later on that you'll use objects to get into as well. And for the performance of the game, it's been pretty good. As far as with these settings, I can get 60 FPS in a lot of the game, but we will certainly dip in other areas. Now, if you don't care about trying to push up to 60 at a lot of the time in the game, you could certainly up the graphic fidelity of the game, go into some medium settings, and lock this down to 40, 45, 50 FPS. And you'll do much better. 50 is pushing it with the dips, maybe 40, 45, but you could go 50 if you want more graphic fidelity. But for me, I'm okay with these settings and just kind of capping to 60 and letting the game do what it does. You'll see some dips in this area, which is why I wanted to show it as things start to crumble and we have to rebuild. We're going to go from that 60 down into the 40s pretty quick. 46 was our lowest there. So again, a 45 cap here would work with these settings, and even with medium settings. I only dipped to about 43 here before when I was testing. But anyways, this is working out really well for me. The performance is really good for Entropy Centre here on the Steam Deck. I'll definitely be playing through the rest of this game on my deck. I'll also be playing on my PC and GeForce Now, and I'll have some more videos coming out as well. But anyways, I'll leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay and performance here so you can check it out for yourself. I highly recommend giving this game a shot if you like these style games. Alright guys, thanks a lot for coming to watch as always. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.
Warning, pipeline breach detected. Please vacate silo. Water level is rising.
Most likely survive.